For the doctored publication that is going about that his name is not on the INEC, this thing is all false. It's a lie. Is a lie from the pit of hell. His Excellency is on the race. Is the first on the ballot, and he's in this race and is in this race to win.
We have been joined by Comrade Samuel A. Danjuma, the spokesperson for Accord Party. Sir, welcome to the studios of Oga Studio.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to be looking at some critical issues as relates to the candidate of the Accord Party. Talking about Admiral Jibrin Usman. Tell us, what is Admiral Jibrin Usman? What has he been? Give us a profile of him.
Vice Admiral Jibrin Usman is an eager man from Okura in Kogi State who rose from the scratch. Came out as one of the best and the best cadets of the 24 corps of the Nigerian Navy, rose all through to the ranks of Vice Admiral of the Nigerian Navy, that's Chief of Naval Staff, one time Provost Marshal, one time Commandant Defense Intelligence College. Is someone who has distinguished himself when it comes to his career. Is someone who has risen through the ranks, like I said, who is the security expert. Is a lawyer by profession, and is the son of the Igala kingdom that we're so proud, and we're so proud and glad that he's actually an Igala man.
All right, thank you so much. He has been in the race for quite some times now. He has been on the Kogi political scene for some times now, and people would like to know what informed his decision to run for governorship this time around, especially that the Igala people are clamoring for power.
Thank you. First thing first is, like he always says, he said, if there was no need for him coming into the race, he wouldn't have been in the race. Kogi is blessed. Kogi has over 30 solid mineral resources, but one thing is lacking. From the inception of Kogi 32 years ago, one thing that is lacking is what we call quality leadership. And my principal, Vice Admiral Usman Jibrin, is bringing to the table quality leadership, good management of our resources, proper utilization of the resources of the state, and creating an enabling environment for the state to strive. He has lofty plans for the people of Kogi State, the youth, the women, the workers. He wants to revolutionize our economy. He wants to revolutionize our educational sector. He wants to overhaul our agricultural sector. Kogi will be glad to have Vice Admiral Usman Jibril as our governor, because from the day he gets into office, Kogi will become a construction site. He has talked about the water problem in Lokoja and said that in his first 100 days in office, that will be a thing of the past. He has talked about staff welfare, their salaries, no more percentage salaries in his first 100 days in office. That will also be looked into. The road between where I'm seated now and Ganaja will be looked into and will be resolved. He has talked about short-term plan for Ibaji, where he's going to buy speedboats on the high sea to be able to enable them transport their things to the market down to Ida, and also look into the construction of Ibaji Ida Road, proper construction this time around, not the one that will be washed away with water at the distance, the bridge between Basa and Dekina also. Yeah. Because we find out that in the course of our consultation, my principal find out that the best hospital within Basa and Dekina is in Dekina local government. So for you to assess quality health, you have to come to Dekina. So he has said it that as soon as he becomes governor, there will be a proper health facility in all the 21 local governments. And in the wards, there will be health centers where people can access medical attention when the need arises. So, and the major thing is we can't do all this without security. And like I said in my opening remark, I told you he's a security expert. He has talked about deploying artificial intelligence as technology in our security to solve our security challenges in the state. He is someone that is good and is vast when it comes to security. He has, even as we speak, he has been part of the security architecture of Kogi State. We talked about the bringing of the Banda Naval Post while he was Chief of Naval Staff to secure our waterways. We have one in Ida, we have one up to Onitsha. He has been able
we're going to talk about that, some of the things he has done before now. But then let's look at his personality. What makes him different from other contestants, other candidates? Because we have various of them. We have quite a number of them, from SDP to APC to, PDP and others. So what makes Admiral Usman different from other political party candidates in the state?
The beauty of it is, for everyone I've spoken with, both young and old, both spokespersons of the other political parties, they have always said one thing: that when it comes to experience, give it to Vice Admiral Usman Jibrin. When it comes to exposure, give it to him. When it comes to composition, someone who has composure, give it to him. Someone who is a leader, give it to him. It's the only thing I've always heard them say is that he didn't come out early. That's all. If not, in every parameter you need of a good leader, he has it. And to interest you to know that his performance as Chief of Naval Staff is now what they use as a yardstick to judge the performance of previous Chief of Naval Staff before him and those after him, to know if they are actually performing well. So he's a blessing to Kogi State, and Kogi State will be glad to have him. He stands out in all the candidates.
So let's look at his popularity. Is he popular amidst other candidates?
Yes, he is popular. He's very popular. I think one mistake we do is, let me also say this today again. I think the problem we have is most times we clamor for good leadership. We clamor for good governance, but at the end of the day, we sacrifice it on the altar of a candidate who is dashing money or throwing money about and all that. That's not it. This man is popular, is on ground. In the few days he has been in Kogi, you can see the massive turnout of people out of love and hopes that Kogi will be better having this man. I heard a lot of people have spoken and they said, to be honest with you, Sam, if this man becomes governor, Kogi will be better for it. So if his popularity, he has the popularity. He's well known. Yesterday I saw pictures flying about, people from my own constituency and from Mida local government. I saw people, my family members already, and I'm like, oh good, the message is getting to everybody. So the message is going far, and why people are beginning to know. Let me even tell you to know how popular he is, because I know certainly you were going to ask me this question. A few days before now, they were saying he wasn't popular. But as we speak, he's already sending shivers down the throats of the other parties, and you can see the kind of false allegations of him stepping down. He has stepped down for the past 4 or 5 days. I've been countering this and rebuffing it, that my principal is in this race, and is in this race to win, and is going to win and better the lives of the people of Kogi State.
Okay, let's move further. If eventually your principal becomes the next governor of the state, what do you think he's going to do better to better the life of citizens, from unemployment to encouraging entrepreneurs, small scale businesses, and all of that development to the state? So what are the things, what are the plans, looking at his manifestos?
I tried diving into his manifesto while I was talking earlier. Now, first, I talked about security. Kogi will become safe. Okay. The insecurity in Kogi will be reduced to the premium minimum. Then when we come to agriculture, he's looking at venturing into commercial agriculture, mechanized agriculture, whereby he's going to bring in modern farming inputs and equipment that will aid agriculture in Kogi. Kogi has a very vast land, very fertile land. God has blessed us with that. Then when you talk about women, he has said that as soon as he gets into office, he's going to give 50 million each to all the 21 local governments, where women will be able to access soft loan to be able to run their day-to-day petty businesses. And as he sees the improvement in that, he's going to increase that money from that amount. And now, when you say what he's going to do differently, first, I said he's going to bring in quality leadership. The problem with Kogi is not that we don't have resources. There's one question nobody's asking the present administration. For the past 8 months, the present administration has been collecting 13% derivation from the federal government. Nobody ever asked where is that money going to. With Vice Admiral Usman Jibrin as the governor of the state, he will account for every 1 naira that comes to the state. The money will get to the people. He will use it to do projects for the people. It will interest you to know, a few days ago, somebody told me that Ibro was being crucified, but they didn't know the kind of sacrifice Ibro did to do a lot of projects for the people of Kogi State. Vice Admiral Usman Jibrin will do more. And why did I say he will do more? He's blessed. He's not hungry. He's not coming to the governorship because he wants to make money. No, he wants to feed his family. No, he's blessed. He served and rose up to the height of his actual and actually retired. He's a pensioner. He's well paid. He's well taken care of as a pensioner from the army. And as someone who has worked and retired for 35 years and was never owned salary for 1 day, I and you know certainly that as governor of Kogi State, the issue of salary, percentage salary will be a thing of the past. Workers' welfare will be properly taken care of, and there's going to be massive employment, because from the time of Prince Abakar in 2003 up to date, there have not been massive employment in the state civil service. There's going to be massive employment in the state civil service because a lot of people have retired, some have died, some have been maimed, and the rest of them. And certainly there's going to be massive employment. Yeah, there's going to be what we call the PPP, public-private partnership private sector, so that we'll have working and functional industries in Kogi, where the youth will also get job and get employed and get busy, so that they won't engage in crime and criminality. The Ajaokuta State Company has talked about partnering with the federal government to make sure Ajaokuta State government gets back to limelight, and that alone will create employment for the people of Kogi State. We have the Obajan and the rest of them. So many things to do to get it. What we lack is quality leadership and the will to do the right thing, and this is what my principal, Vice Admiral Usman Jibrin, is bringing to the table.
All right. We have talked at length now, and I want to take your attention to something very important. In Kogi East at the moment, a lot of people are clamoring for power shift or power to return to the zone or to the area, and Vice Admiral Usman Jibrin is from that axis. And we have other candidates from that area, the likes of Murtala Yakubu Ajaka and the candidates of Labour
and the rest of the parties.
So now don't you think that it would have been better to harmonize these people? Don't you think Admiral Usman Jibrin, it would have been better for him to liaise with other candidates of the parties, of those political parties, so that they can actually move better on this race?
Yeah, he has reached out to a lot of them. He has spoken to a lot of them, which I'm aware of. He has stretched out his hand of olive to these people and let them understand that at this point, we need to bring this thing back home. I'll digress a little. There's this song that people now sing in the home front, and they say, "Shoyibeke mena shoyibeke oyibe shogo kadu bibolo juja." What are they saying indirectly? It's time for us to get the best of them all, so that at the end of the day, we won't present a candidate that our joy will be short-lived, like it happened in Bayelsa, where David Leon won the election, and the day to being sworn in, the result of his deputy got him out of government. So this is a man that has no blemish. This is a man that is qualified to be governor, because to rise to the point, to the echelon of being the chief of naval staff, it's not something small, and certainly I've not had anybody who has complained about his educational qualification and the rest of them. So he has reached out to them, he has spoken to them that let's come together and bring this thing home and develop our state for the betterment of our people. The pain, the hunger, the tears, the suffering in the life of the people and the face of the people is what made him throw his heart in the ring, and he has spoken to them, and I hope, like we always said, 72 hours is too much in 24 hours, sorry, is too much in political circles. So I still hope that the likes of the other candidates will see the light and see the bigger picture and will actually come together and work with him to deliver Kogi State.
Looking at the Saturday election is 2 days before Saturday election, and a lot of people are already traveling from far and near, coming home to exercise their franchise. A lot of people have abandoned their project just to make sure that they install a new government in Kogi State. So what do you have to tell Kogites, especially those that are coming home for this exercise to vote? What message do you have for them?
My message to them is, one, they should be orderly, they should be peaceful, they should abide by the rules of the game. They should go out on Saturday morning, peacefully line up, get accredited, cast their vote, and when they are done casting their vote, if you can stay around and watch the way things are done, but do it orderly. Let the votes be counted, entered into the result sheets before you leave home. And I advise them, 4 years is much for one to throw this opportunity to the wind. Let's come together. If we truly want good leadership, if we really want good governance in Kogi State, let's all come together and pick the best candidate, and the best candidate that can deliver for the betterment of the people of Kogi State. Someone who believes in the people of Kogi State, someone who is prepared, not someone who is going to learn on the job, someone who already knows what to do from the first day in office, somebody who is tested and trusted, somebody who has held more higher position or held a higher position before now, and there's no other person than let's come together as one. Igala, Okun, the Biras, let's all come together as one and vote for good governance, because hunger doesn't know tribe, insecurity doesn't know tribe or religion. Insecurity is something that affects everybody. Hunger is something that affects everybody. So let's come together as one and let's vote for a man who believes in the unity of the state, someone who is on a rescue mission, and no other person than Vice Admiral Usman Jibrin, retired. Thank you very much.
All right, as we draw very close to the end of this discussion, there have been a publication from yesterday to now on the internet that the Vice Admiral Usman is no longer on the race. How true is this statement and publication?
I responded to somebody this morning. is laughable. Why did I say it's laughable? Because His Excellency is in the race. He's not backing out. He's in the race and is in the race to win. I'm in a better position to have come out to say His Excellency have stepped down, and I'm saying it and I'm affirming it again. His Excellency Vice Admiral Usman Jibrin is in this race and is in this race to win and is here to deliver good governance to the good people of Kogi State. For the doctored publication that is going about that his name is not on the INEC, this thing is all false. It's a lie. Is a lie from the pit of hell. His Excellency is on the race. Is the first on the ballot, and he's in this race and is in this race to win. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Comrade Samuel.
Thank you, my
wish
brother.
you well and your principal, and I hope that as you go to vote this Saturday, the best will come out of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
coming
my
to our
brother.
studios.
Thank you.
Until next time, this is where we'll be drawing the curtain. Until next time, my name is Dan Sofo Usman Jr. and this is Oga TV. Remember that it is always your right to know, and as you go to cast your ballot this Saturday, do that quietly, exercise your franchise, do not disenfranchise others. Thank you and bye for now.